Test one, two, 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 test one, two. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Give me a second. Here we go. All right. I am Juan Key and welcome to my world on this Friday. It's Friday. On this Sunday, the beginning of the week, the Lord's Day. On this day, the Lord's Day, the Lord is taking some. I'm not going to say up to glory because the pedigrees don't really match. I'm just going to say the Rim Reaper is up in here. Now, Naris 21, we are all going to remember what we were doing when we heard the news. I heard the news and my next immediate thought was, what should I put on my matcha from Starbucks? And then as the news reports started pouring in through my devices, the wire, the iPad, the iPhone, and all of that, the computer, the CNN breaking news and the whole nine, I said to myself, I want to swap the milk. I'm not going to do oat milk. I'm going to do soy milk on the matcha. And then the news people, the newsman, Mr. Newsman over there was saying, well, this is one of two. We still don't know what's happening with the first one, Then I said, do I want brown sugar syrup or do I want toffee nut or hazelnut? And I went with brown sugar. And then the trailer park trash people with the red hats and stuff were talking about how he was such a father and a husband and such stood for the Christian values. I said, do I want cold foam topics on it? I said, why don't we put the matcha cold foam on it? And then I saw Cory Booker walking the streets of somewhere talk about his dear good friend and how much he's gonna miss him. And I said, you know what? I need a cherry on top. I'm gonna get the strawberry puree on my matcha. And that is all I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, because at the end of the day, you live dangerously. Okay, you shall be judged dangerously. Okay, everybody has a promise. And imagine you departing, dear departed. Imagine you departing and people are celebrating because you were such an evil bitch on earth. That's something. If that's not a legacy, I don't know what is. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting ready to begin my show, and I see AI generated Photoshop. I mean, I could have done a better job with the Photoshop. The Kong Hai whore is sitting in some room with some, Photoshop filter on top of filter. I need him to hold a motherfucking newspaper with tomorrow's date on it. Live on camera, and then after he puts down the newspaper, I need him to pick up his geriatric self, get the bodyguards to help him stand up and jimmy him over to a table that is going to be set up with 15 to 12 microphones from every outlet, and I need him to give a motherfucking press conference. I don't want to hear no HIPAA. No, you a public servant. The taxes are paying for all the shit that you got. We want the whole story. We want story time about how you fell for the umpteenth time and was comatose and rose from the dead after they did a whole seance with a chicken and blood and then the X-Files and the whole nine. Till then, my most concern is my matcha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to do my part. Misconnections in NYC. So, for those of you who don't know, what is a misconnection, Naris 21? A misconnection is, you are casually strolling up and down a block, or maybe at the boutique store, and your eyes lock with somebody else, and you want to say something, and they want to say something, and y'all both want to say something, but nobody say shit, and it's time for you to go your way, and they go their way, and then you start thinking about it. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a misconnection. Now, in New York City, could you imagine how much that happens? So much that there are websites dedicated to this. So today, it's going to be quick. It's not going to be long, hard, and uncut. Okay, it's going to be quick because it's the beginning of the week. We're going to start it off nice and slow. And we end up at the end of the week with a not safe for work. Misconnections in NYC. You driving into a 42nd Street parking lot on Valentine's Day. However, this was just posted 17 minutes ago, so Valentine's Day is a long ass time. You waited months and months to put this up? But let's go. This probably quite late. You think? But on Valentine's Day, 2/14 of 2026, 5 months ago from today, you were driving into the parking lot on 350 42nd Street and 9th Avenue. I stopped walking and looked at you through your car, and you probably thought I was afraid of getting hit, and you nodded at me apologetically and cutely with some sort of bow because you were thought with some sort of bow because you probably thought I was Korean. You were wearing a sweater and with a girlfriend in a SUV. During that moment, I really wanted to walk up to your car and carjack you. Fucking creep. He didn't say that. I added that part. This is a motherfucking creep. 5 months later, he's still fucking fan. Misconnections work the following way, ladies and gentlemen. You miss the connection, you go home, you post about it, you sit and you wait. This is a motherfucking creepo. Let me take it a few lines before. I stopped walking and looked at you through your car, and you probably thought I was afraid of getting hit. And you nodded at me apologetically and cutely with some sort of bow because you probably thought I was Korean. You were wearing a sweater with a girlfriend in a SUV. During that moment, I really wanted to walk up to your car and get you flowers from the vendor on the street. Really? Just from the occasion and with an amusing sort of randomness. But it was also a busy street, and I didn't want to add to your possible stress from driving. If I find you, that's crazy. But if not, at least I verbalized this and put it out in the world. Let me just say no. Let me be the one to say no. No, sir. No. Okay, here we go. 7:12. These are all from today. This was posted about an hour ago on the M train. M train Flushing Ave stopped towards Manhattan, 11 a.m. We both got on at Flushing. That's all the way at the end. You were carrying 2 bags. One that looked like a braided Bottega Veneta shoulder bag in burgundy. You had a wide black headband that was holding your hair back and sunglasses that you took off when you got on the train. You had long black hair, I think, and thick eyeliner. You sure it wasn't a drag queen? You were standing next to the door further down the train and either white or Hispanic or Asian. I'm an Asian guy. with a small penis. No, I'm an Asian guy wearing a white T-shirt and beige pants with a brown leather tote bag. Girl, a tote bag? Talking to my mom on the phone in Conhai Hornets. I glaze over and you're looking at me. We hold eye contact and then I look away. I hung up and make eye contact over and over again across the Williamsburg Bridge. I fucked her across the Williamsburg Bridge. I hope he used protection. I got off at Delancey. That's a trashy stop, Narrows 21. Delancey, this is the ghetto. Child, the ghetto. And waited for you, thinking that it was the last stop since it was the weekend. Oh, yeah, he thought he was going to get some in the train station. I was disappointed when the doors closed and the train went by. Would really like to take you out sometime if you see this. F Train and 2nd Avenue. Boy with divine feminine tattoo. That's questionable. I am not one to actually believe in these websites, luck or chances. Yet here I am, taking a leap of faith because this gorgeous man who was waiting at the 2nd Avenue F station on July 12th at 2 a.m. ish was so amazing and sweet and so sweet to talk to that I hopefully can get back in contact with him. Your energy was electrifying with an infectious smile and possibly some STDs and a laugh that was so grandiose it filled the waiting platform. You appeared to be about 5'11" to 6 feet. Bitch, that's a big difference. That's a huge motherfucking difference. Blue eyes and bulky built with brunette hair. Most importantly, though, your tattoos. You had a lavender tattoo, a honeybee tattoo, 2 dolphins that we joke about being about Zara's Larson's. I guess you had to be there to understand that joke. And most importantly, your quote, the divine feminine, end of quote, Mac Miller tattoo. I just enjoyed your energy, and I hope maybe by some string of luck, we will cross paths again. You honestly made my whole entire night. I guess you had a fucked up evening because really, girl, really? God, these New Yorkers, they need to give me more. Okay, let's see. I'm just scrolling because some of these are not really the tea. Ooh. Leaving the JC concert, 86th Street exit. Saturday, 7-Eleven. We were chatting on the downtown 4 train in a very squished car leaving the JC concert last night at about 11 p.m.-ish. I have long red hair that I had up in a ponytail and I was wearing a denim shorts jumpsuit. Hold on. I just lost it. No. Okay, here we go. Sorry, my bad. Take it again from the top. Honky Pro. Okay, where's my light? What camera am I looking at? We ready? Okay. Leaving JC concert, 86th Street exit. Saturday, 7-Eleven. We were chatting on the downtown 4 train in a very squished car leaving the JC concert last night, 11 p.m.-ish. I have a long red hair that I had up in a ponytail, and I was wearing a denim short jumpsuit. You were wearing a Yankee hat along with everyone else. So this is a long shot, and had an amazing smile and said you lived on 86 and 2nd ish. You're also a native New Yorker, maybe Italian. Nice beard. Smiley face. We chatted, made eyes, and both got off at 86th Street. You to the downtown local, me to exit. As I walked away, you shouted, quote, "I think I love you," end of quote, which made me laugh, but also wish we had gotten a drink. The simpletons of it all. Let me find one last one, because that wasn't it. That didn't leave me like I want to be left. Okay. Let's see. Sick pants. Sick pants? Really? Let's Sick pants. We both got onto the Uptown Bound 6 train last night at Union Square last night. You're repeating yourself. I was sitting down and you were by the opposite down, standing up. We made eye contact for a while, for what felt like forever, but I got nervous, so I looked away. Ooh, Naris 21, this is all Queen, trying to scope out the room. You were wearing a Saturday NYC t-shirt and these really interesting wide leg pants with buttons running up in the front. We made eye contact again, then you left on the next stop. Wish I could have mustered the courage to compliment your pants. Girl, this is about your fucking pants. One last one, and I swear I'm out of here. Beautiful man in black on the F train. You, male, were also waiting for the Uptown F train at J Street Metro Tech. They changed that name. It used to be J Street Borough Hall, and now they changed it to J Street Metro Tech. The more you know. Dressed in all black like a ninja, with a camera stylish slung across your chest. Who the fuck is walking around with a camera around their neck? But okay. We boarded at the same door, and I couldn't stop looking at you. I, female, was sweaty, you pig, and wearing a blue t-shirt and beige baggy pants. I wish I'd worked up the courage to turn your way and say hi through the jungle of commuters. Let's get a drink. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has been my support for my fellow New Yorkers who are trying to connect with total strangers who are could possibly be the killer, the stalker, the abuser, the drug user, the alcoholic, all of that. Okay? I want to thank my husband, the Incredible Hulk, for putting me in not one but two Lexuses. Because of you, my husband, the Incredible Hulk, I no longer have to endure commuting on trains and haven't had to in the last 6 years. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because I tell you, if I was to get on a motherfucking train and I got people staring at me, it will be a fight all the time. The fuck you staring at? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyway, I want to thank you for coming through. Please hit that like button. It really, truly helps us out as content creators. And it ain't cost you nothing. If you got some enjoyment out of this video, okay? If I kept you company for 20 minutes while you take a shower, or while you cleaning the house or getting your clothes ready for tomorrow, please hit that like button. That's all I ask. And it's free. It's free. And it pushes me out. And it allows me to get notifications out when I go live, so you know that I'm there. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. I do this every night. Every night I do this. And tomorrow night will be no different. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night and have a blessed, productive week. Peace.